you get money loga mama. Kaya promise ba mi loga mama. And I have veve kaya gita veve ni. No bedi me kebe mu de gata moto.
Can my boys now we there?
Bolo!
Eze.
Agapo! Doma BC! Doma SB!
Now we there. Any man we survive, not SaLone, not Superman, oh. We tired with this greedy system. The new direction make we sad, oh. Eastern region to God we no gladdy. Any man we survive, not SaLone, not Superman, oh. We tired with this greedy system. The new direction make we sad, oh. Eastern region to God we no gladdy. Oh yeah, yeah. We people don't tire. With the greediness na the system. The youth they don't tire. Eastern region youths we don't tire. Not to this we been votes for. The promise we say SaLone go better. All things just they go up. How we people go survive now? Mama money let you enjoy. Oh yeah. Akemu bonde siati elo asalite inda gbogbo elo. We dey wait for the day we go pull una komoto, yeah, yeah. 5 years not to forever. Freedom is coming one day. Any man we survive, not SaLone, not Superman, oh. We tired with this greedy system. The new direction make we sad, oh. Eastern region to God we no gladdy. Any man we survive, not SaLone, not Superman, oh. We tired with this greedy system. The new direction make we sad, oh. Eastern region to God we no gladdy.
Party, I get to Goliga. The pejama de no gata de mo veliga. Mede, mo mahihia mo monego. Mo yena gbe mahun ji fitini mo galago. Tolegbe mo vayago. Adapi mo josogo. Mo gbe mo vegago. Ebe mo lologo. So preset libego. Mo ma blati lilego. Tiwa gege gbe pivate yuti se mo hawago. Yeah, ade. Kede se te go uma. Money pele wupe ma te va te ko uma. Wago me, wati pi ma te va uma. Na ogba iya yi. Se huna kana yema. Ha wana gba ma.
Yes, so fumble them, una kusha, una kaba, una how do. Don't mind be share. How you na? After mom in a piari second. We don't come back today. And today, we can look at some of the things the way they've been in our country. Because we don't know direction where they go. We don't tire, bro. We don't tire. All man alone as SaLone, all man a lawyer. Now begin get order, bro. Now begin get order. But before they go forward, I go kindly ask members them, let them continue for subscribe, like the channel, and share them. We they see a lot of encouraging signs, especially in Sierra Leone. The people are mostly where they watch then they between age 35 and 44. That's a good sign because now them people I want to talk to. We own generation, we don't do how lucky we not able to make the country. But some of we where they think straight, we want guide una. We want assist una. Don't help for make that place. Sierra Leone is a very rich place, and Sierra Leone is bigger than all of us. Now we know that. I go encourage you now because you see now, 33% of the people now they watch we. Sierra Leone then they. This they give we the courage for make we come up with more constructive topics them. We go assist let una able know what thing for do, how for do them. But we get a problem. Most of una they watch no more, una not they subscribe. If una see now, 51.9% they watch, they not they subscribe. We not they ask una for pay. Maybe we get for ask at a future date for my people then pay for certain facilities. But for now, we they give everything free. So do ya. Una subscribe, una like, una share. let we get this platform going. But if I reach there, la give me plabamate, Mr. Imranti, then say I do tona. You are muted. I don't know why you are muted. Check your mic. You are muted. As a matter of fact, you not get microphone. So go off and come on again. Now just camera. Check your computer. Maybe the mic system has gone off. Go off and come on again. Go off, come on. Put the computer off, put on. You not get mic. Now only camera, you get the function now. So put the computer off, put on. Never mind. Meanwhile, Fambulem, today we can't talk about the application of the law in Sierra Leone. Every country on earth, the way when they apply the law, the way when they treat citizens, it gets a lot for do with the development of the country, because trust, Trust, now a very, very, very important currency. Trust, it pass money. Trust, I dey repeat am, it pass money. Some of we were they out now the Western world, we know say if you not get trust, you know they get access for get money. You know they go to a bank then give you loan. The same problem, I don't know why. You have the same problem. I don't know what has gone wrong with your microphone system. Can you log in on your phone? Can you log in on your phone? Maybe. The same problem. You not get mic. You not get mic at all. You know they show mic now and a camera no more the show. Put the computer off and start and back. Go off, put the computer off and start and back. As I've been they say, some of we were there in this part of the world, we know the value of trust. Like what I see down there, if I get trust, we most times they call and say credit rating. Your credit rating not they only show you trust, your ability or your honesty, but it also show to the public, the one that will know about your credit rating, say you get the ability for manage things well, and you get self-discipline and other things them will qualify you for be considered as somebody trustworthy and somebody who then go put in a public office. Then things here, we not take note of them in Sierra Leone. Now I make a lot of things they go wrong for we. We left faulting. Now so God mark. God not they mark nothing. The people them. God may don't make we, he don't give we all the power for make we able to run we self. If we not use them powers then they, or if we misuse them powers then they, because we feel say now we then are the upper part of society. So for do we like, then we create a big problem where tomorrow I get for turn back here affect we. But the Sierra Leonean wouldn't say create problem. We feel so now fet, hey, you are way worse past fet. It don't deal with we from 1961. Because we know they do things right. I go repeat. That way was past fate. That way was past war. It don't deal with we in Sierra Leone. From 1961, 30 day, and not they reduce or increase, they increase. And waiting at that thing they name poverty. Poverty is a creation of people. It's not a wish of God. God make we, he put every resource na this earth. But we actions towards each other and they create poverty. And usai trust not they, poverty did it. Usai respect not they for each other, poverty did it. Usai the law, oh na all agree on. A few people they misuse them for their own benefit. Poverty they always did it. Not to the wish of God. And we, the human beings, now they create poverty. God will make the world and make enough resources for everybody. If enough resources not been there, country like China been for be a very poor country because of population. Country like India for be a very poor country because of population. China and India and then get some of the highest population we could think of in the world. But then they make use of the resources we then get. And because then they make use of the resources, then they go before. India don't take the whole world with their fast transport, the what they call keke, what they call Okada. They don't take the whole world. So therefore, we say poverty, we able to fet them if we want for fet them. But in Sierra Leone, we're not able to fet poverty. And I go begin tell you now the reason then today. First and foremost, there is too much political interference in everything with the people and they do not that country. We say poverty, we able to fet them. There is too much political interference. You go open bread shops in SaLone. Politician want for go there for go open. Politician want for go there for they go interfere with them. Not to them business. They then left the private sector lay operate. In Europe and America, outside dinner, politicians know they go interfere with private sector business. That's all in business. All they want for know, the person take license, he operates within the law, he paying tax. In this part of the world, if you they run business, you not pay tax, now more of a crime than we kill person. But we everything. Una want take una go. Now me don't do this. Now me, you have not done anything. You are only misbehaving. Because when you begin stifle the private sector, you not allow them that freedom we need forget. Now misbehavior, now economic misbehavior. When una dey apply the law is good for certain set of people. For other set of people, the law has to be an instrument for bullying and impunity. That's misbehavior. That's political misbehavior. Because all that thing and they create instability. And whenever instability in a place, unity not the day. Look at Sierra Leone. Everybody get Madingo Fulani connection. Everybody in that country, I don't care whether it be Kisio, it be Loko, it be Kvai or Galines. Your DNA has that root. But we still they misbehave by ourselves for the talk, say, this not Mende, this not Timli. We preach what we call tribalism. It's time we wake up from that slumber of self-sabotage. But Mr. Ture, I think you are back. Welcome back, sir.
Welcome. Abundisia wana ya this year. Ifambule muna kushare plenty. Thank you. Wanna come back again today. I'm from no second nungo momanutung. Kakal sakudirno.
What's in the happy with you today?
They talk. And when I'm a co-host, I Indian at the chair, the hot seat. I go ask them questions, and because I want for let we deal with this thing today professionally, in a way where people can go understand exactly how we they go and know how we come out. So as the topic itself, it sounds like a question. Pajalo, you go tell me why you ask the question?
Yes, the question itself, the answer itself. Now, rhetorical question. Rhetorical in the sense that if we say we have laws in Sierra Leone, and if we misuse them laws here because we want to suit certain purpose or satisfy certain people, that's lawlessness in itself. Yes. So the law can be lawless if it is not properly implemented, or if it is not properly applied when it needs to be applied.
So outside the government can inside this? What's in the role inside
government get the institutions for interpret and use the law, not against the citizens. Let we get this clear. Because they don't train the people their mind for belief, say, when they say law, it will be an instrument against them. As a matter of fact, the laws are there to guide the citizens, not to favor a few people. The Constitution of Sierra Leone is a guide for the people of Sierra Leone so that nobody no go take advantage of them. Now I make them divide them into chapters and sections and subsections.
So tell me, now that's making them talk for say, nobody know they above the law? Because
Nobody knows above the law.
So now that's imply.
Everywhere
is
at nobody, everywhere on earth, nobody know they above the law.
Right.
Not only Sierra Leone. Because the law, now the instrument where society they put in place for make sure say they maintain law, they maintain order, then they make sure say they work with certain standards we're good for the greater majority of the people. The law is not there to bully people and put them in prisons or fine them. It is there to maintain standards. It is there to ensure fair play. It is there, what in called justice. Justice. Now, fair play without favor. But when they begin interpret them for favor certain people against the wishes of the majority or some other set of people, then the law has become lawless. The law becomes lawless when it is misused by people in authority.
I agree you at the beginning. You talk say the government now in charge for make the institutions.
They're not in charge.
Well, tell me, what's in
Give them the
role?
duty. You see, we got to be careful how they use words in Sierra Leone. Because the way they use words, they make people then feel say they're above certain things and they can do out and like nobody is in charge in Sierra Leone. Everybody is in charge, but a few people have been given the mandate to do for the majority.
So they are duty bound.
Elected. They are duty bound.
Yes.
They are elected to serve the majority.
Because when we talk Creole, we can say
around majority.
we can say that the government's not in charge for make sure say this happen.
Ah, they're not
So-
in charge.
Okay.
Now the people they're in charge. That's why chapter 2 of the Constitution clearly states say sovereignty belongs to the people. With La Fenam La Shona. The Constitution of Sierra Leone is very clear about that.
Ambulem, I want to pay attention to this
People that are in
because
charge.
quite often we get misconceptions of certain things them where we don't believe from birth through schools and until we self go into adulthood and we form the wrong concept about certain things them, how they work and how they not work. Then you find out for say if you don't understand certain concepts, you have a problem.
Now
Because
the interpretation of the concept now no problem na Sierra Leone.
good. Well, now that's what we did today. So let we broke them.
And the interpretation, they
Mhm.
always want for lean and to English. No. Interpretation not to English. Now the meaning, I know the interpretation. Get the meaning right, then you get the interpretation correct. Now I make, even in law, then they say the first level of interpretation, now the semantics, the meaning. Then after that now, then go look at other adjacent elements and whatever way for speak to the interpretation. With love in this chapter, yeah.
Why do you defend this? If I can frame this question here, because you know for say now the home them where we all come out, we only the small governments the inside home.
Every home is a government.
Good. So
Every home is a government. Go ahead.
we get laws them. Now we homes them. Blue tapes, red tapes. Uda a duty for make sure say we get the right laws them. We go give we the moral compass what we need for grow.
The duty of the standard in the state lies with the parents, because they first and foremost are the eldest ones in society, in the home, where for ensure say then lead by example.
I like that word, let we underline them. That word where you use ensure.
And for ensure say then lead by example. Leading by example no means say you for be slave master, they beat you picking like slave.
So they are the mentors.
If you know say you picking no age it for send and for go buy cigarette, no send and for go buy cigarette. If you know say you picking no age it for send and for go buy alcohol, no send and for go buy alcohol. As a matter of fact, this country where me dey, when you go na certain shops for go buy alcohol or cigarette, if they look your face, then see say you're very young, then they ask for your ID card, age. And I know say then they do the same thing in England.
Yeah. In fact,
These are ethical standards. They are not part of the laws of the land. But as elders, as seniors, as society, we get for respect them things they are, so that society will create harmony and inclusiveness. Otherwise, the minute certain people begin misuse the law, because them feel say now then they in authority, they undermine justice, it undermine stability, it undermine peace, it undermine even people their willingness for participating in governance. And when you cannot get the people to participate in governance, economic change does not happen. Development is not buildings and roads. It's about the collective harnessing of the talents of everybody in the society we go make una able produce goods and services.
Mm-hmm.
And what in they cause everybody for take part. Now, when the law is fair with everybody. If law day for Mende, law day for Timney, law day for Creole, law day for SLPP, law day for APC, different, then there will be no economic cohesion in that society. Nothing will work. And with the SaLone SaLone. Right now, SaLone gets high condition where they call stagflation. We get for count to that.
Okay. So like this we own country now, the one when at the papa, we duty bound for make sure say we follow the laws, like a fine tooth comb, by setting up ministries. Like for instance, make laws, get the right people them, for make sure say then they in them position and they if them can be the one them where the contravene the very law them where they put where we for follow. How do they go look like? Tell me how it go.
First and foremost, you can run a country without ministers if there is ethical standards, if there is trust in the society, and if everybody disciplined enough for take care of their responsibilities. We don't see several countries them where then they go into election, then on these months, some even years, then there's your Bode Mustafa, we been called now, when they make an observation, say the Belgium not get a central government. Then get municipal governments, okay? But they not get central government. But the country they run. Why I come with this? In Sierra Leone, we reverse the mentality. We take one idiot to make a minister. We assume say he has all the sense, so he has to do everything with full hand and full foot. I make with a stagnate. Countries are not run by few people. Countries are run by the people. The few elected to lead are there like the drivers of society. They are not the owners of society. Because na SaLone with the we run things. Things don't run us.
I want to read this.
What they say in areas where you have drug cartels. Not in some countries, they're way sober.
I want to read this to you. For let you get where we are going. Just like what you talk, na SaLone. It is here in Sierra Leone. There have been instances where government actions have contravened both national constitutional provisions and international human rights conventions, short actions undermine the rule of law and violate the rights of citizens. Talk to me about that. Give me instances as he put an way we violate fundamental rules them.
From 1961, we have had that situation in Sierra Leone. When people get elected, they become the law, and they misuse them out and like. As a matter of fact, the first thing we mislead Sierra Leone, when Sam Milton died in August, I think it was the 28th of August, 1964. The law not say so. How then pass, then not pass, then go interpret and say the Minister of Finance now forbid the next Prime Minister. There is nothing in the Constitution that said that. Nothing.
So they concoct and they make them up.
Yes. That's misuse and abuse of the law. That was lawlessness. We pay we country a lot of damage. Oh, they still suffer. But for the young people who don't know, whether they feed them lies, Then Kiwanfo can't talk as if they know pathway. I attended independence as a small boy and load me a train from Songo. After the class.
Well, how you go get confidence pass on thing where the one who is supposed for oversee say the law work, now enforce the broker. Then how you go tell the person say not broke the law?
You see, we get a problem in Sierra Leone where we're not able to understand the difference between traditional leadership and Westminster type of leadership.
For that one we not sabi, we not one day England. Do ya waiting at this Westminster style of waiting?
Now we get now parliament.
Okay.
Now we get now parliament.
For the Western
type of leadership, where then they elect you. With traditional system, when the chief die, they elect another chief. If they die. Western system, you get term of office where done you for commodity. Now that misunderstanding there. Now one of the reasons we keep corruption in our country, but we not see that. When you elect somebody, you know say he gets 5 year, 10 year, 15 year for come out. If they look so, if I come out after this term, what I go do? Dishonesty, mistrust, that mentality where you grow up with, say, you for bully you company for make you better. They come into focus. So our politicians get corrupt. We can understand what's in the go on at Sierra Leone. We want to be Europeans, but deep in we DNA and in we head, we are crazy Africans and bullies.
Because I don't talk and I have plenty time. I say even Janama, they get protocol. There are rules.
If you know, not to only forget the law, not tell you now. And if you ask me, I worked 20 years in Sierra Leone. I not go tell you I sabi all the law, but I go tell you say we get laws then in Sierra Leone even from colonial days. We still good, but we they misuse and abuse them. We are good at misusing the law and abusing the law. We make the law lawless in Sierra Leone. Because we are people that we not like law. And I will give you one example for sure, say we not like law. We the only identify with them people who believe, say, we able to go bully. Even though they join them clubs, if we see somebody they we get clout more than we with a commodity. This is who we are. We get to accept that. That's why you go all over the world. You'll never meet a functioning Sierra Leone association. Do you have one in England? No. Kenyans have Kenya Association. Nigerians have. Other nationalities have. Sierra Leoneans don't have because we are lawless. We therefore begin to accept what's wrong, but we.
I'm glad the way you talk about
But they bring people then together. Now, when people then ready for adhere to law and respect each other and promote trust, we get diverse organizations, and all the organizations there, people go there for go project themselves or go find way for go into politics.
And fair way for bully other people there.
Yes. That's who we are.
I'm glad the way you talk.
If we don't face what we are, then we are stupid because we're not ever progress.
You get things then what you can do now. I can like you can bring some things then you just throw it like bunga head. Where you talk about the Westminster style governance, and we get with traditional government. In that with traditional government, for instance, Now we northern province. You get Abaigada Bele, you get Abaigada Mena, you get Abaigada Rikali. Like the Baingada Bele, where the paramount chief die, then they keep a secret. That is their rules. They're not they cry, they tell people, they say the chief don't sicko, he don't sicko, he don't sicko, and they do it for any chief we die. Before finally, then go say, yes, he don't die. Then the compromise.
You know why?
Yes.
Do you know why?
Tell us. That's why you're in the hot seats today.
You see, some of these things will make them into mystics. They are not mystics. In those days, when there was a lot of uncertainty, when there was a lot of insecurity, when neighbors will come and bully you, take your wives and your harvest and go with them, it is in the best interest for the people not to announce the death of the leader, because that will be a sign of weakness for them. We go make other people can't take over. This is the root of that tradition. It is not wrong. It is not wrong, but it's not a mystic factor as we've made it. It is a protection
I
strategy.
brought that in because you say we get traditional and Westminster system.
Yes.
Well, I
The
just
other one that we concentrate on the traditional,
yes,
now the term of office,
yes,
and your freedom in office.
mhm,
Traditional leaders, they rule for life. And with the council of elders, then get the freedom for take decisions where most times not they in the favor of the people,
mhm,
because they were the protectors of the people.
yeah,
Okay?
mhm,
So that's where we created a caste system. We get rulers, workers, you get slaves.
mhm.
That caste DNA is still there with we.
It's still there with me.
So if even we get PhD or DSc, when we go into government to administer on Westminster style, we tend to forget that we are on a different plane or a different space. We do things like say we still there now village na Levuma or Kotuma or Kalamba or wherever. That's the crisis we have. It's a sociological crisis.
I'm glad the way you say this because I can hear it all the time, even at the civil service. Then they talk about statutory rules.
Statutory rules.
Yes. Like
Well, statute, what makes statute different?
mhm,
The Constitution are the overall guide.
mhm.
Now, I make people like they complain about Constitution. I can say, do these people really understand what they are saying?
Mhm.
The Constitution can never be a final document. As a matter of fact, the United Kingdom does not have a constitution.
Yeah. True.
Okay?
Yeah.
But they have statutes. Then get conventions. Statute, you they look say, okay, the Constitution we don't say, we forget an election commission. That's all it said. That's all the Constitution said about elections. That Parliament, as soon as possible, for pass a law for establish an elections office. That's all it said about elections. So he didn't have the Constitution. You know, I go advise to people let them begin read. In this life, you know they prosper if you not get knowledge.
Right. Remember who said that's for our last show? We advise with people that say there's difference between poor man and the rich man. The rich man they read, the poor man watch television.
Well, because the poor man they wait for manna. The poor man they wait for somebody for can do for her. So you get time for look television. The man who want get money, he not get that time. He they read, they find out, they experiment, they do everything. It may take him years before they get there, but they will get there finally. Okay? The Constitution of Sierra Leone, not just something like a guiding book. We touch on all the main areas of society. Then gi allowance say, from then guide Xiao then gi, the parliament on behalf of the people, or if the people request that, the parliament for pass laws will not for go against within the constitution say. Now then laws then they call statutes. And one thing I want to get clear, it may sound strange to a lot of people. Do you know that every citizen of Sierra Leone has a right to ask for a law to be passed in parliament?
I know that. But the question is, many SaLone people within our house, when they listen to it today, the question is not for me alone, and for now all. Me know that. Because you can make a private members bill, you can make a private citizen bill, then they pass on a parliament.
Yeah, you didn't lobby. You didn't lobby parliament. You get the majority for agree.
You I'm glad what you bring.
Very important for your community or your country.
You know, this thing where you talk about rule, it sweets me. Because I see the way we cut the work now, even when you're not judge, now you're in charge of your chambers. You not just they run your chambers by yourself. You get rules them for past sentence. When not you make the rules them, then they standard rules that way you get for fire.
Minus the rules where they on the law. Minus the rules where they on the law. Every public servant has to observe. That is mandatory, which we don't do in Sierra Leone. Every public servant has to observe a number of ethical and moral standards. We go make goodwill na the society and ensure say society runs smoothly. Most times, the things that they use for run society smoothly, not they in the law. They in with moral and ethical standards. And this is another crisis we'll get in Sierra Leone. Okay? Sierra Leone does not have clear-cut moral and ethical standards. Now I make every Jack and Tom they do as elect. Then because we get a bully mentality, we get $10,000 in a bank. If you say don't better pass God, you know what I mean? What do you think say be?
Well, take that into consideration. I want to let you talk to me about this way I go read to you. They say the Constitution of Sierra Leone 1991 enshrines fundamental human rights and freedoms. Chapter 3 recognizes and protects individual rights, including life, liberty, security, property, and protection under the law. Yeah, talk to me.
Last year, but that's the way they read so fast. I go talk to you. No worry. Because we're not ready for talk. We don't know how you really lucky is.
Because then thing there where we talk about Naya, we can come out with the mix up, with the interchange words, with the misplaced words. Usai you they say charge if for be duty. Usai for be duty, would they say charge? All them one then they help for let we know either understand how the process or the system they work, or they make with a misconstrued waiting for be the benefits that we forget or we not forget. And today Naya, we don't make it clear. Say the government is duty bound duty.
It's in the Constitution, my friend. Let me show you. It's in the Constitution. The government is duty bound.
The man talk
It's
to
in
you.
It's in chapter 2 of the Constitution, Fundamental Principles of State Policy. Where they show now. So then says sovereignty belongs to the people of Sierra Leone, from which government through this constitution derives all its power, authority, and legitimacy. The security, peace, and welfare of the people of Sierra Leone shall be the primary purpose and responsibility of the government. Then C say, the participation of the people in governance shall be ensured in accordance with provisions of this constitution. You know how most people interpret this C? The participation means I get right for go join politics and they go stand election. I don't have to be in parliament to participate in the governance of Sierra Leone.
Well, this is
what I'm doing here and now is participating in the governance because I'm given the correct knowledge.
But that is the duties of a good citizen. And that duty there, now we all responsibility, not to one person.
Well, may not know that I say me a good citizen.
But you just demonstrate that from what you said there. Because during this whole impasse will take place, 2023 elections, people are saying that Samura for fetch for vote. But Samura get one vote, just like every citizen of Sierra Leone gets one vote. So
Well,
how
now, they don't create a system to allow that.
Now, I ask you this question, it's deliberate. I want you for let you use this scenario.
Now, they don't create that system. You know what I tell people all the time? I am my own president, I am my own minister.
Why you say so?
I obey the law, but nobody is above me in Sierra Leone. Okay? And I don't expect favors from anybody in Sierra Leone. Just like I don't expect anybody to interfere with what I do within the law.
Okay, you spoke in the first person. You say, nobody know they above you. Somebody there above me?
Nobody know they above you. Now the law they above we all.
Okay. Talk to me.
The state they above we all. Then they above we because we agree say, let we work with these instruments, let we work within these systems, let we work within these structures for make everybody go get fair play. So we have to put them above all of us. But no other person is above any other person in Sierra Leone. Because if you think say you gentry, that man poor pass you.
We don't deal with this particular area where you talk so, because in a country like 8 million people, we're not able to fit in the parliament. So we divide the country into constitutions. So each constituencies. So every constituency will provide one person where we go talk on their behalf. So we they pick that person there for let it go, we send them for let it go within with vested interest. Make it represent we.
Yeah.
But if it be possible, we all forbidden a parliament. But because we all know go do the
we all been forbidden a parliament.
We all forbidden a parliament. But you know possible.
You host, you not get parliament because everybody in a member of parliament na adios.
Adios. Yes.
Yes.
Exactly.
If now on a 5 day, everybody in a member of parliament, so everybody in voice matter. Even to that baby, listen to them, understand them. These are things we don't have in our mentality, mister.
Because you hear the very people where sovereignty belongs to, where give them votes to somebody else for let it represent the interest. When he go there, he forgets completely saying send and send them. It's like, for instance, you give me money for go shopping for you. You say I buy brown suits for you. I forget a lot of myself and they go buy suits for me, like pink suits. I bring pink suits come for you. How you go see that? How you go take that? Talk to me. I want to break this.
I say take am, paddy.
I go buy you pink suits. I bring and come.
I will tell you say take am, paddy, not to this one.
And
Take am.
give me
Take
money.
am.
You don't get money for waste. Exactly. But we now they make like for say we don't relinquish we rights. So then
Imran, you want hear it too?
Talk to me. Now you don't have the chair, bro.
The truth is, we have a system that confuses us rather than develops us.
Why you say so? Talk to me.
From the 11th century, we'll get contact with North Africans. We then start slavery. Now West Africa, when I lead some of the people then for run can south, so that they go inside the forested region and feel safe. We create a system outside the one the way they up yonder, then feel say they are chosen. So they can do out and like. The one that where the middle, where they go salamuti to them, sing them praise, then they do what him for do for make them seek the favor of the one that where they up yonder. Then the one that where they down yonder, then they use the anyhow and dump them. That system is still there inside we. Now so we all they think. I was thinking that way until I came to Norway and saw a reverse of that system. In Norway, everybody is equal. Now I made the first year then they do now. The basic take-home pay. The difference in the wage is not too much. Like in a school, the cleaner at the school, in wage, and the headmaster or principal, maybe now 1,000 or 2,000 krona, about $100 difference. That's the wage structure in Norway. Everybody is well paid. Because they want to create equality. Equality begins with the economic system. Equality is never created by how much book you sabi. It is never created by how much money you get. It's created by an economic system where they operate within a legal system that operates and believes in the maintenance of trust, tolerance, and temperance. Okay?
I get
Trust, tolerance, and temperance. If you don't have those three T's in society, then people misuse the law and the law becomes lawless. But let's go to the main topic. We don't stay long on definition today.
Before we go yonder, do you hear me, brother? Because you say something we are very interested in. You talk for say, then crayfish, then yeah, they act like for say then they beyond reproach. Me fambulem, when I say you they beyond reproach, you they act like for say you blameless, you perfect, you they beyond criticism, you they above suspicion, you they without fault, you flawless, you know, impunity. Do you tell me why?
I'm not going to waste time on that, Imran. I don't tell you, say, we get a system when I encourage that. Especially so when you have a bundle of people who think they have connections to ruling houses. So they can do as they like. Okay? But the fact of the situation is not knowing what to do in society and how to do them. Now, the first and the worst form of manifestation of ignorance. Well, I can tell you, say, a politician, they're all na munku. Because munku is equivalent to ignorance. You know, can understand what I mean. Not knowing what to do and how to do it for maintain sanity and stability, even within your own personal life. Because a lot of people get that weakness there. Even within your own personal life, if you know nothing for do, how for do them, let you get sanity within yourself, let you get peace of mind, let you get less stress, then you are a very ignorant person. I like you get PhD. Your PhD don't mean nothing because Albert Einstein is clear about education. He say, education is what is left after learning. You know, most thing we learn at school is sabi all today. It may be they go school. All them children teach you sabi and today.
Don't forget plenty.
Well, but some left. They all left now your education.
Mhm.
Okay? If you will go to the highest certificate on earth, after some time, most of what you did at that university will disappear. What he left, now how you they interact with your company mortal man them.
Mhm.
And if you cannot master that art to do it on ethical standards, if you cannot master that art to do it with discipline, if you cannot master that art to do it in fairness, even when you have authority in your hand, then you was pass the Maonogo school. You know Munku. Okay?
Mhm.
You know Munku. Munku, it disrespect God and disrespect humanity. And when you do them two things, then you don't fail in this life.
And the notes get interest by section 15. We guarantee the right, irrespective of somebody, a race, a tribe, a place of origin, political opinion, orientation, color, creed, or sex. If governments in action,
Now the Constitution of Sierra Leone taken from.
yes. Well, if governments get then kind rule then yeah, with then duty bound for make sure say then rule then yeah, function accordingly with fairness, then go be the very one where they infringe, when are the very one then where they break them very rules then they where they supposed for where they duty bound for make sure say they take place. How you see that and how you feel to say they forgot around make that not happen and you're not supposed to happen. Because you cannot be the doctor where they save lives. Then the governor for say, instead of saving lives, they kill people.
You see, Imran,
Uh-huh.
the Sierra Leonean, the bulk majority of Sierra Leonean get for decolonize their minds. We want to change, but we are still trapped in that colonial mentality. And why they say colonial, not so European colonialism. We were first colonized. What in the happen now? Why they talk about colonialism, it's not only European colonialism, because that's what we have been lied to. The European can't do this. The European go do that. The Europeans only use the system they met us using and made profit out of it. Okay? They made profit out of our system, but not to then colonize we. The colonization took place when we established systems. We move we from clans into communities. This man, I don't know what's my problem today. You be the images now?
No, I'll not be the Rio.
I say, all the talk of colonialism.
Mm-hmm.
How we get unclear say, not to European colonialism, not the only colonialism who don't suffer. Colonialism in West Africa or Africa started well before Europeans then come to Africa. And now within that period, between the 10th century and the 15th century, now we build then systems them where they hold we back so today. If we want to change our systems, we should stop blaming Europe. We should stop blaming the white man. Let us go back and research what we are doing wrong in Africa. And it's pointing all over the place. We now people they all like for bully each other. Not a white man go teach we for bully each other. When white man go in Africa, they meet to be the taught we chief then amok. That's what they say on a taught we. Now we taught them. Two of us.
True.
When white man go in Africa, then we meet to they put two people in a sun, Panda Woodstock. Where then team they call on Kui.
Alligator.
Very good. So, then they put in neck, then put in hand, so they lay hands. If you open the eye, they look at the sun. That inhuman form of punishment, not a white man care in Africa.
No, torture always in Africa. Africa man are habits now one day.
Okay?
We have to take some responsibility.
No, we have to take all the responsibilities, mister. Hey, let me tell you something today. If the white man be one deal with me, they don't kill we all. Okay? They have the means to do it. Because they would encounter this wall, they're not considered on the dance abas together. And they find out, they get knowledge. They get knowledge. And they have knowledge for good and for bad use. If they want to kill with them, they kill well. So all this noise what they make about Europe, this, Europe, that. Now we ask ourselves, why is it that some countries like Botswana are doing well? They are in Africa. Why has Europe not stopped them? Why is it that Sierra Leone that has the same resources of diamonds is not doing well? Where is our diamonds going? Who gets it? Is it Europeans? Yeah, it may end up in Brussels. It may end up in Antwerp. It may end up in New York. But who takes it there? Is it the European? Now we therefore begin take responsibility, mister. One, we for take responsibility. Two, we for understand, say, every human being get equal rights as human being. I make them say human rights. They not say legal rights. They not say animal rights. They say human rights. You know why? The humanity is a creature that is equal. Whether the man they in rags, they sleep in a gutter, you in a skyscraper, that thing where they within that man, where they call it humanity, now the same you get inside you.
You know, I'm glad the way you say this, because you know we can't let religion pass the one and we bring and can't to we. But both the religion and what gets now.
I have not modernized Islam. Who still they
what are they talking about? Justice, equality.
Go Dubai, go Saudi Arabia, you see modernized Islam.
You know,
then they go now.
Then say let you treat other people the way you treat yourself.
Yes, because of the humanity.
That's the golden rule.
This is because of the humanity. That aspect of existence is equal in every person. Whether the person a baby, whether na black, whether na white, whether na woman, whether na man, whether na LGBT, whatever you put them for be, that aspect of humanity is the same. It's the same spiritual connection. It's the same. Imran and Boy are equal in spiritual connection. Maybe we are together because we're operating on the same frequency, because we're all energies. Okay? But we're all equal. So now left this bullying attitude. Now the bullying attitude they make we misuse law. And the bullying attitude now they make back we they create categories of the law. When Jack come, because now we blue-eye boy, because now we all in at the same club, now we then at the same party, now we come out the same region, now we come out the same village. The way how they apply the law is different from when to come.
Yeah.
That's our basic fundamental problem where they make we not get stability.
We don't talk on plenty time. Say, Sierra Leone, the person where you lack, even where you're wrong, you're right.
And another thing we'll get to understand.
Mm-hmm.
Most times the people we see as the enemy, if we take patience, we understudy then humanity, we will see them as friends.
Every man has a story. But they are the author of their story. They have to tell their story. You have to give them that platform for them to tell their story. But at that, as you rightly say, would they refuse people then?
Because we feel so we better pass people. I go tell you one story today.
Mm-hmm.
It's have been the teaching at Prince of Wales School.
Mm-hmm.
Around 91, 92. One day I don't come out school. I don't walk out from Kintom, take a Eastern Police, transport hard forget. I don't tire. And by then I've been living at Wellington. You understand? I then tell people and they fed for going inside motorcar. This taxi come. We all rush. We were 3 in the back seat. When the last man go, I said, but push last sit down. You know one push. You know that na me? No, I say, yes, I know that na you. I say, you are nothing but a useless fool. Just push for me. Thing you know say. Till we reach up gone, na they the candle. We ready for candle. I mean first clear road. When he candle, the man look at me ping, he say, Paddy, he said, I never meet you kind. I say, you know, meet me kind. I say, because me different from Una. Goodbye. I shake me, I don't shake.
I'm so glad we bring this story here. I
You
mean,
understand?
for sure, this impunity, this beyond reproach mentality. This guy come out overseas, he come out study, he go back to the village. So for cross from Matru for go born, now boats get for care you go.
I know.
So
I
the
know.
man sit on the boat, it is show off in his suit.
Our lunch been there at that place there.
Yes, it is show how he do sociology, he do psychology, he do all that in a day, he do in England, he this, he that. You know, if you say hello to the guy properly, the man you delight, try carry me go. Then it make, because we feel to say where you go learn, you get Western education, that don't put you like a different class. You are no longer who you were. So you are different.
That's very prominent now in SaLone.
Yes. You know?
I make
now,
them get out and they call her
mm-hmm.
Dominion degree then. Because
Exactly.
everybody feels say forget a degree now I make you relevant.
But this is the
Even
thing.
some
That's
people
why,
like Dr. Jallo, I say,
they turn upside down by fire, by force, then they forget a degree. Because it's a status thing.
Oh, you don't need a degree. You only need knowledge. Ali man never had a degree, but he survived the crucibles of life.
Then he forget that. They make the man say do psychology. he do philosophy, he do sociology. He make all kind cockiness and arrogance na the boat. God come up here now, na the heavy tornado take place, breeze blow. When the boat capsize, Branos have swim and he wears suits. And they begin to holler, help! Now he say, bruh, and you sabi sociology, psychology, and swimmology. Well, make them save you. Me to do swimmology. So basically, what I try to say is, you know, in every society, you get this people get this misconception about learning. You get the Western learning, but you know, we are all educated. Everybody's educated, one way or the other. You go school, you get formal instructions. When I Western education,
but the man will not go school say get formal
that man will not go school. He learn things like that man when they fishing, they look water, he say, Brabonga season. They're not going to see today. He not do geography, but he say, and the man tell them where they go. He say, bruh, you have a cross. He said, but the breeze not look good though. The weather not fine. Wait in the morning. He said, we go, but what you see at this, so I get sociology, I get pathology, I get agronomy. He call all that kind of ology that we don't do. The man say, bruh, I live here. I understand the current. Now this water. The way when the water they make so, breeze they come. Wait in the morning. He said, no. So when they think upside now, if they holla help, he say, bruh, you be say, you sabi all the ology there. Me na swimmology as sabi, help yourself. He arrogance.
Even that was wrong.
Yes, he arrogance. Make you not able to understand.
Even that was wrong. When the man one for drown, you go tell and save me na swimmology as sabi, save yourself. That's wrong.
Yeah, it is wrong. But what we are saying here, you did talk about Munku mentality. If the man will be Munku, he not be don't show the first level of arrogance. That man not left that place saying na they ibo, na they imen, na boat, na canoe, he don't they do, he don't they use canoe work and fishing work. It's a bit the water, I current. Because you come on England, all of a sudden, see what you know sabi, you want to impose by the man, and that's where the educated class can know. And the man want them. He not listen. So when you look at it that way,
have you ever tried to find the meaning of the word jeliba? Jelly and Jula, I mean.
Jula, them are waiting and Jula, them.
You don't find out the meaning?
Man, are you doing at the hot seats today?
No, it's not. Doesn't have to come from you all the time. If we say one for change, SaLone come up from that dependency mentality.
I mean, not dependent.
You have to wait for me to give you everything, then you'll never learn.
Ask a question. Are you doing at the hot seats? Play your role.
Have you ever found out what Jula means?
I not ever found out.
Well, go and find out. I will not tell you.
Me no say Jula. And them are the people way be they buy diamond and this and that.
Now, so you grow for belief, but every Jula, take it from me.
Yeah, I will do.
Every Leonean is a Jula. Now, the Jula mentality make we get egoistism.
Because we don't talk about the Kamarimba.
Every Leonean is a Jula. And every Leonean has Fulani and Malinke bloodlines. Even the Creoles. Even the Creoles, take it from me.
Well, of course. You know, say the Creole experience. But that's another thing where a lot of people they misunderstand. Because the Creole them left.
Go find out what Jula.
Timni, Mandingo.
Why we are not united. The Jula DNA plus the fact that most of the people them being run from harassment can see done at the forested region. So the level of trust is minimal. One of the biggest crises with slave trade institutes in Africa, and when they say slave trade, not only the transatlantic slave trade, okay? Slave trade that started centuries before Europeans came. One of the biggest things that we institute, we don't be part of with DNA, is that we not trust each other.
No, that's a problem by itself.
Mistrust is a very big problem for the African race. And it's worse in West Africa. It's worse in West Africa. In West Africa, mistrust has translated itself and metamorphosized into ethnicity, regionalism, etc. Okay?
Yeah.
And these are the crisis situations. So they go into governance with, we go misuse the law. Because Jack is not from my region. Jack is not from my ethnicity. I should interpret the law differently for him.
For him.
This is the crisis we have. And these are the things we need to research and find solutions to. The solutions are there. But to forget first and foremost, a balance between Western politics and African traditional politics. Then we take with traditional institutions, give them a particular level of role in society. Today, we lack ethical and moral standards because we don't throw them away. It was there when some of us were growing up.
In as much as we only negativity, there were some positives with the traditional.
It was there.
Yeah.
It was there. They tell me they grew up in Asongo. You know, they go toilets in a bush. So no more. You know, they get affair with woman in a bush. Not to all sign at the water side, they go in peace. There were standards. But we threw away that thing and we became John Bulls. With the coat and tie.
This
So
thing where you talk so is so evident in Sierra Leone now. With tradition, get serious respect for the dead. Because immediately you die, they say you don't cross over to the ancestral.
Our body, then they treat her with reverence.
Then get for treat her with dignity. Now SaLone person they die, they're not covered. Therefore, that's a minimum standard.
Let come to this point.
Yes.
Not to only Sierra Leone, all over the world. Now I make even like YouTube, they know they allow graphic images. All over the world. You get for respect the dead. Because now spirit in transition.
Yes.
Death is not the end of us. It is a transition from one level of existence to another. You get for assist the person for get a smooth transition. If you go take people's body, it throw all over the place. That alone, they create energy imbalances in the spirit when they allow them for rest.
Now sacrilege. According to we culture, they call them.
We know that. We people let me know that. But we became Western educated and became ignorantes.
Immediately the person take his last breath. Then they cover him from head to foot.
Yes.
Then the person will be the care for him. Now he go come out now. We can't tell him for say open for see. He don't cross over. He don't go to the ancestors.
And when they wash the body for go bury them, then get the way where they treat them.
Yes. If you wait to market and they call a last office.
Then they do. It's global.
Yes.
Mister, SaLone will be the sick Creole and like for go put Omolena grave and light candle. In Norway, as I speak, and they clean the graveyard right now while they talk because now December. Families and they travel come now then grapes and they then can put flower, then put candle, then put all thing. Then get candle now where it gets until a lamp, with a light eye, they burn maybe 1 week, 2 weeks.
I don't know who that died, but that is about 20 years ago or more. When that person did die, I think might be one of the how you call them young boy then will be take over during Strasser term. When he died, somebody go to the hospital mortuary, he go snap that man naked.
That's wrong.
Naked.
That's immoral. That's immoral. Mister.
Yeah, see.
If they picking for taking picture, I get for seeking permission. And if I taking picture, I want to put on a social media, I for seeking permission.
I say if we country don't go to the level where we go to mortuary because somebody we do something where you feel to say not be palatable to you, not be nice, but you the desecrate body. Now the word that you go desecrate body. Now yeah, somebody go broke gravestone and like what thing they happen as Sierra Leone so then jail.
Why not?
Then jail.
Why not?
Because these are rules.
Not rules, now standards where society they observe, they are not written down.
You know?
Learn them growing in the society.
How we don't go so low. We person they die now. Like that man then there's the other two men they wouldn't kill, they just left them body then so then they video them. Immediately somebody die, you get for cover the body.
The purpose of doing that now we get for ask. What was the purpose of doing that?
I for put maximum fear per people say anybody will not like we and what we not like, this might be your possible end. And
But instead we do and get for end.
It's not so good as secret to body. Two.
They get for there forever.
This thing here where we talk so it don't bring we can to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. And we see then there's the year people in our country decide say they don't like what happened in the last elections where we not get result. And being a citizen of a country where the Constitution don't tell we for say sovereignty belongs to them, to we, they get certain prescriptions where the right for let people gather, the right for let people protest, the right for let people talk freely. And then say if you want to do anything there, you go inform the police. And not say you go take permission, you go inform the police. Their rights to the police, inform them. Police invites them just for make them ambush them and kidnap them because I saw me see them. Papa, talk to me about that. Talk to me about that.
Lawlessness. That's lawlessness in high offices. Because one, nobody commits a crime before the act takes place. What do I mean by this? If you're afraid so the person go doing action, it go cause civil strife, wait till I do am. CIA, MI5, DEA, Mossad al-Abat, all the global intelligence institutions, they just don't get up and arrest people or kill people. If I tell you something, you go believe?
Talk to me.
DEA has been operating in Sierra Leone since 2018. They will make some arrests in 2025. Take it from me. And when I go shock rather than the arrest to now it.
It's about time.
Now, I want you wait for me.
Mhm.
I want you wait for me.
Come.
You want to know the law. Let me preach the law today.
Uh-huh.
The law does not allow you to preempt a crime. The law allows you to follow, investigate, and get evidence enough for prosecute the person. If somebody tells you, I want to go demonstrate, you interpret and say, I want to cause civil strife, wait till I cause them. When you not cause it, you arrest them. That's lawlessness on the part of the law.
You don't infringe on the person's rights. Definitely.
Yes.
Mhm.
That's lawlessness.
Mhm.
It's malice aforethought.
That's why I said they kidnapped them.
Now, it's not kidnap. It's malice aforethought. It's a crime. Malice aforethought is a crime in the law. And one thing other people don't get for no case, not the die. The second thing you don't get for every citizen gets a right for take a government to court. I may not take the government of Sierra Leone to court in Sierra Leone, but there are courts I'll take the government of Sierra Leone to then go regret them. What do I mean? If owners sit down within the country, they misuse the law. No say time go come, all the incidences here, people then get for take legal actions against owner. Because the country get laws where una don't go against, first and foremost, the constitutional provisions.
Mhm.
Secondly, the provisions in all the international laws where we don't sign the Declaration of Human Rights, the International Convention on Civil and Political Rights, then you get not to use torture.
Mhm.
Where that one day, most Sierra Leoneans don't know that it was signed in 1985 by Sierra Leone, but ratified in April of 2001. You know why they ratified them in 2001?
Mhm.
If they not ratify that convention against the use of torture, the special court will not have been established in Freetown.
Not for the old. Not for the old.
Because the international community not is subscribed to any place where they use torture. And they not be want let them carry the people them that special court, then go torture them. That was why first thing they did before they could agree on the establishment of the special courts in Freetown, then forced the government of Sierra Leone for ratify the convention against the use of torture. That automatically don't give protection to the one that them get going at the international court. Within that mean, it means that the international community, they protect everybody, criminal or otherwise. The law has to take its course, but the law does not allow you to misuse it. These people wrote a letter asking that they're going to have a demonstration. Not so?
Mhm.
Then we don't demonstrate.
No.
Then broke us.
They're not even they're not doing it. They
Then broke us.
no, they didn't.
Then broke pushing head.
I broke nobody here. They're not
On
busting
which
the yards.
grounds were they arrested? It's misbehavior. People sit in authority and misbehave.
If them be one for do that, they're not going to inform you. That was not their intention. Their intention of follow the law.
Yeah.
Well, I play ignorance now. I like what you say earlier. But you know me. I like for provoke you, for let you angry.
Oh, that they're angry.
Me go tell you now, say, with Mr. Sierra Leonean belief very strongly that citizen cannot challenge government. You crazy for challenge government? Because we see what happened in Makeni when people they say, no, now we machine this, you're not going to take them. Then kill them. You hear people then we go school. People then we get PhD. People them we supposed to be civil servants. They miss them. How you go challenge government? Now government property, not so una own. Citizens not get property, now government property. They miss them. How dare them for challenge the government of the day? Then you go see a police officer team up. Me, as a police, I dey serve the government of the day. So what you go tell me? When we as Sierra Leone, we don't believe this behavior. Say government is above, government is supreme, and mortal man, once you dey under them, you don't get right. You suppose for submit to them. Because we, the Sierra Leonean, we believe, say, you cannot challenge government. Talk to me. If we are so ignorant, we believe so. Talk to me.
Well, on a Sierra Leonean, na coconut edu na get. Bob Marley hakke na indicate na so. 1980 go Harare, go sing redemption song. He tell una say emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Nobody can stop the time. Una not listen to him till he die. Una been they tell and say na jamba smoke. Well, he don't die go. Look SaLone. Look Zimbabwe. We don't learn, Mr. The African does not learn because we believe in dependency. The educated who have been they talk that what way they talk. They are highly colonized. 90% of the people of Sierra Leone are colonized, mentally colonized. So it should not come as a surprise. And even most of what they oversee, we highly colonize. You know why?
Mm-hmm.
When Sierra Leonean can oversee, they mix. I left Freetown, where we there Mami cost na morning, na Kuton Road. If they can't get that themselves, then they cost Mami cost and Congo sign lie.
That's why I always
Sierra Leone is still in them.
That's why I always can talk now with platform. I say we
You
will
understand?
now Sierra Leone. We still not change. The only thing where we change now we address. But we still remain the same. At the place where we sleep now, we change.
Your physical location does not matter. It's an illusion.
Mm-hmm.
What matters to every human being are your mental aptitude. You can then inside Sierra Leone and change your mental aptitude. When I was working in Sierra Leone, I was thinking the same way I'm thinking now. The one they will know me, they tell me, Brian, they think ahead of time. I say, no, that's just how I understand the life.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me?
Perception.
Your beliefs and perceptions. I make you. And if you don't change that, nothing changes. Nothing. And I want that people to get another point clear. I have said it over and over. If you don't have the correct beliefs and perceptions, if you happen to come into money and power, you'll be the worst person to handle those materials. Because money and power does not change you. It only make you show your real nature.
The true self. The true personality.
Okay? It give you the freedom for show you true self.
We don't talk over.
Most times, people go to power and begin to misbehave because they have been brought up as misbehaving, ignorance.
Because your perception gets a lot to do with your thinking.
And they not do nothing for change what in don't kind side.
The thinking where you get from your perception, of course, it affects your behavior. So now we get people and we desperately, passionately believe, say, you cannot challenge government. But we see all over the world and get what is called judicial review, where citizens they go to court, he ask the court, say this law not good. I want to relook this law.
You don't need for go to court. You don't need for go to court.
Talk to Wibra. I bring this one in so we go dissect things. So let
We
people
don't make over relevant the court. The court cannot change the laws. It's only there to interpret the law. Citizens, if they want to change the law, they can ask Parliament to do so. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you today, the primary role of civil society is to ensure that the law is maintained as it should. And if there is any reason for that law to be amended or repealed, it should come from the civil society.
you have to make sure.
As a matter of fact, civil society should not be run by every Jack and Tom. All international civil society movements, watch them staff. Now people were highly trained in law and sociology. Because you have to know what to address, how to address it. You have to know the consequences, the impact, etc., etc.
And you get
any arata when they talk bad English, they form civil society.
well, now yeah, the other thing back we very serious. They get for do stringent police check on you. You get for be somebody of very high morals, high standard.
Mister.
Mm-hmm.
In Norway, every public job, from teacher to cleaner to clerk to this to that, every year for renew police attest. Not whether police be there arrest you for drunk driving or whatever matter. They get ethical standards, so then they look for. You drink, you're not doing business. But if you're not possible, then feel say you're not safe for making it near picking them, they're not they give you that job. If they feel say you're not safe for the among woman them boku, they're not they give you that job. Okay? And when then they ask you for the police attest, not to you they go take camo. You they apply for them, you get a workplace where they work, then they send on there.
Directly, yes.
Then they send you a copy for your own consumption. Let you read. If you get lucky now, then they put on there, you don't get nobody who you do.
You know, that is not to laugh in matter. Because then they are so fundamental that, you know, people not even think about it like how they talk about it. It just they happen. It's second nature.
It's part of their society.
Yes, you know,
like part of our society now for big criminals and bullies. Who don't like about and we all the thief. Hey, that's it today, we all the thief. You know why those guys are still doing what they do? They have thieves supporting them. Anybody who they support them now, the mentality who they get now get.
I think of doing an audio for talk about them people there where they arrest illegally.
Me want no say I not get that mentality. I don't tell you na say me na my own president. All those idiots can go to hell.
I decide for talk about that issue. They are not doing it. I not do the audio yet. But one of the things I want for talk about, I remember where we grow up. This thing where you talk about public servants, you get certain standard where it's expected. It is the standard right across the board.
Who's you didn't know
You-
standard been there then this day? When civil servants they write a letter, you know they write say I. It say I am directed. That's why they start the letter. Or it starts and say according to section so of this act, I have been directed to communicate with you this decision. And then they give time for appeal, the decision. Today, we see people writing letters as if they are the first cousins of God. Let them there forever, they not die. Idiots.
The points why they try for make before you cut me. When we be this school, when we reach class and from 3. From 3, very important plan the education system at that time. For people
They
where
take some exam like how they get back now.
for people where they know for say no academic, but they get other talent where they can perform. Every year, when we reach from 3, military they go to school, police they go to school, civil service they go to school, they do civil service exams. Other one for go work, a go begin to work and do the civil service.
The last principle of the civil service training college.
Marikam, allow me. Because this is very important, let people know that in here. If now army man come, the very first thing what they do, now you fitness test, then they put 1 bag rest. You photo time, you run with them, you go. After what you don't do them, they say, this boy is strong. The next thing, medical. The next thing, police check. Then go recommend whether you for join the army. In fact, then there's the day if you get Nakani from somebody like Lima, you're not for join the army because you get Nakani. They're not even consider you because you are not good for straight line. Then police safety come. The one that were interested in police when they come, then say then go 2 line. Then do their own small tests. If you pass, you go join the police school. But now, from APC 10, what did they do? Every MP one forget in own people them na a gang. So now they give letter for the people that they go take instead of following their standard and they will be done day. So I'll even back to you how we lost all that thing and they will be they happen. When they give everybody a chance based on your ability.
Those were not good chances. They were meant to create a team of nation destroyers when they act so today. Okay?
Yeah.
A part of the European destabilization of Sierra Leone. For going to school, go take Pekin and they say because they know they do well, then go join the army. You don't traumatize the person. And by creating that kind of trauma situation, the person himself will always try for projecting himself using what he knows best. This is why our uniformed men are bullies.
I always bring these things out for what you would talk, let we apply them, but we culture, traditions them, especially the one that we're wrong. So that we go see the reason why we are.
The uniform man, whether not police, not fire force, not this, in duty, the first step na empathy. You are there to protect, not to bully. The soldier goes to war to protect the country. The police is there to protect lives and properties. The fire force is there to protect lives and properties internally. But because we don't create a psychological situation, say, now they not do well, now then for go another institution. So then if they not do well per we, then they beat we. How they like they miss me.
Having said that, answer this question. Help you to answer this question. Why some job then they call a vocation and so then they call a career?
Every job is a vocation.
Talk to me.
When you take it as a lifelong job, now it become a career. But every job is a vocation. What we are doing here is a vocation, even though we are not getting paid for it. Anything they do, where they create value, where they create service or create good, now a vocation. Why are they take this step? They don't train we. They don't colonize we minds for belief, say, plus you get academic qualification, now you know somebody. You may be a nobody with your academic qualification because you cannot produce goods and services. And we have many of them in Sierra Leone. They go and sit in the offices to sign documents and steal money. They are not producing services, they are not producing goods.
Because
so how we expect economic progress?
Because I'm a bit uncomfortable way at the area beaucoup politicians in Sierra Leone talk for say now they get career.
Sierra Leone is not an example, my friend.
I'm asking because we are trying to open up for let we see decide what we get wrong. So people are able to conceptualize the whole reasoning behind Usawide.
A man who is reasoning wrongly cannot get right results. A man who is reasoning wrongly cannot get right results. Way back in 1971, Professor Newman Smart and Dr. Tommy Duba, they did a research, they came up with a recommendation that would have changed the landscape of Sierra Leone educationally as well as in the labor skill market. But because we had people who cannot reason properly, that document, they still in the archives, they get that dust. It's titled Education, All Our Future. Anybody who get chance to see that document, let you read them. The answer to Sierra Leone's backwardness is in that document. And there are several other documents where they don't do, where they a life follow. You know why? You know why? When people go into politics, they don't go there to build a nation. They go there for their own selfishness. They go there to promote their ego. They go there to amass cash because not to wealth. They don't amass wealth, they amass cash. Wealth and cash are two different things. Wealth is sustainable. Cash comes from a source. When that source is cut off, the person will be the get that cash don't pour. Then they see, then they sell bokos na SaLone, then they advertise them. So they tell you, say, we don't create wealth. Then they check them background. Now, how is this built with illegal money? We are not mentally organized. We need to face that first and foremost.
Well, as it don't they come to 11 o'clock, we don't 2 hours. Let we try for conclude. In doing so, I talk about the fact, say, you know, we as citizens, we get the right to get peaceful assemblies. It is a right we're supposed for express dissent. Within a dissent. Anything we're not happy about, we have to have a way to prevent that. And if you have good government, it is their responsibility, they owe with that duty of care, for make them listen. It should even be a litmus for them, for make them see how they will deal with their issues they have, where it will be a win-win, where everybody go happy. But instead, police, they arrest people them just because they get intention for assemble and express them their feeling. But all my life, police get a very integral part of them. Then work, what they call community policing. That means to say the police cannot be successful if they don't work with the citizens. If they not get a relationship, working relationship with them. If anybody we want for express inside the whole anybody we want for assemble inside the whole and the person not do anything we got for do with public disorderly act. What do you get for say about till like the one in the how you go affect the community?
Mister,
Uh-huh.
first and foremost, no government succeeds without the participation of the people that are governed. No government on earth succeeds. What you they misunderstand is that because people they don't divide themselves into political parties and mentality zones, if I can put on that way there, we they feel say, oh, as long as this man get over they support him, he will succeed. No government succeeds without the active participation of the citizens of the country. They may belong to different political parties, but if the society does not have the ethical and moral compass for people to come together and reason together, nothing works in that country. Because change, development, all these things, not a one man show, a collective contribution to diverse processes where the ultimate aim of their contributions now for produce goods and services. Since 1961, Sierra Leone has not been able to feed itself because the politics of division has always been part of our mentality. Since 1961, Sierra Leone has not been able to feed itself because the politics of dependency is part of our mentality. Rather than we look at with traditional systems and see what thing will work, we want to bring big farm, then cow tractors and combine harvesters, then can seize the people and land, pull them there, plant the rest, we eat. Well, what the man where they plant the rest? You seize in land, they not get source of living. Who's I expect them for pull money for buy that rest where they plant?
Then when the man get resentment about that treatment,
You go maltreat them.
you say enough for complain, enough for even voice them out, if for shut up.
Amen.
So
I don't tell you,
if you write
we
to police,
Sierra Leone.
if you write to police, we're supposed for protect lives and property, say are they come out to, I want go complain. I want to make
The
sure
fact that you don't write that letter means you respect
the law.
the protection of life and property.
Then
If
you
you
are
don't respect that, you know the right to nobody.
you go then
If
back
you want cause trouble, you know the right to nobody. They jump on that no more. Not so. Not so. I make a begin today say institutions like FBI, CIA, etc. They're not just grab arrest somebody. Then they no say this man a drug dealer. Then they no say this man involved in money laundering. But they don't just go arrest you and say you did money laundering. They don't get evidence. Instead, then they set up a system outside and they get operatives and officers where they track you. If they need for use electronic tracking, then they do them. When they get news say, like that plane will be can land in a lunge. Where they lie, but na plane will then track. Na D track 'em. I want to take that from me. The only thing, there was a change in the timing will make them able to do the arrest. But I don't say before 2025 they done, then they do arrest na SaLone.
No, it's good that you said what you said, because even I myself, we know cases them where then the train
MI5 will they trail you for 15, 20 years.
train you. And some cases them where the services, the security services, they make a mistake, where they can carry the person going to court, then talk for saying entrapment, then they throw them out of court. But all that they show the balance as you put them. Now yeah, because there are cases that they don't go and plant something a nice lady to the criminal, they fall in love just for making them get them, for making them catch them. Then they talk for saying that the woman now in push and for they go commit the crime. So they entrap them, they lure them into the crime, you know. But the other one that they can do right, as you rightly say, they can put something like some device for the person in motor car, then go follow them, say it go do the act, then take it from there.
Device by your motor car. But if you get 1960 motor car, but if you get recent model, there's no need for put device. Every motor car today is hackable. Every electronic device is hackable.
They are digital now, isn't it?
And they hack into your system, then go they route you, they talk, then they see your movement, then record them. When they're ready, then trap you. This is how advanced the world has become. And it's going to get more than that, AI. Okay? But the fact of the situation is, there is nowhere on earth that you arrest somebody before he commits a crime. You not get evidence that the person commits crime. Why you arrest her?
Well,
Not travesty on the person in civil and
that's
human
the
rights.
last way I want for let you for talk about before we can go, because we don't pass the 2 hours. This arbitrary arrest,
You know one for the talking or they come.
you know,
That's
the arbitrary arrest.
hour.
No, it's not just for
I'm
weeks.
older than you. I have not slept since.
Enough fine. No, we get forget the duration where we dey do am.
I they come.
It's
Since
not 2
yesterday,
hours.
not-
It's part of order. You know, it's
you know,
part
they
of
are-
the very order what we try for waiting. So this arbitrary arrest, where they don't do so now, and detention, you know, how you see them and how
I don't tell you all what I need for tell you. I cannot tell you how they will do after this because the people who have done it are idiots. Period. You don't predict the minds of idiots. You predict the minds of people with structured thinking, mister. So I cannot tell you anything beyond that. I don't tell you, say, that misuse of the law.
because the action not only don't breach the Sierra Leonean Constitution, but also violates the International Human Rights Convention, which the country is a party.
But do you respect those laws in Sierra Leone? That's the first question. Even your own laws you make in Sierra Leone, you don't respect them. Now, international laws you they respect. I don't tell you from the program begin say we are a lawless people. Until we admit say we lawless and stop giving excuses, nothing will change in Sierra Leone. It's going to get worse. Take it from me. It's going to get worse because man is mind. Our environment manifests the way we think. That you know they read on a Bible, God made man in his image and likeness and gave him dominion over the world. And I don't understand them. We are minds. How we think is what we become. Sierra Leoneans think petty. They think impunity. They think divisive. So it's what they have. That's a God responsible. Oh. God is not responsible for anything happening to the human race.
God
And
don't
we
give,
create them for ourselves.
God don't give you the rights for choose. Autonomy now God not give you. We all get free will. That is to choose. If we choose for accept church abuses them,
Then
then
that's what we get. People get the government they
then we
deserve.
turn around and say, you cannot challenge government. Where you know for saying that government not supposed to challenge you. Because the government is there to serve you. Now you give him that privilege that he has. And because you give him that privilege, he's answerable to you. But we don't turn everything upside down.
Because I head upside down. Case done.
Yeah, but I'm going to be careful.
I know they be careful.
I think if you are careful, be careful.
Everything they don't tell una say una na coconut shade, but una no believe.
What do you ever see this yourself now?
He don't keep quiet.
Yeah, you keep quiet because
Himself, no. Listen. He felt he was doing the good. Now he has realized that the rat he was singing for is the same and maybe worse than the rat he was singing against. Okay?
But why don't they sing against this rat here now?
Well,
Until you talk up, you say we all get we own capsules.
I don't know.
We get the one within the European capsule. We get the one within the tribal capsule. We get the one within the partisan capsule. Sierra Leone is full of capsules. You know? So sad. Famulem. I hope so when I enjoy the show today.
Leon, we go do what you get for assist them. Let them move from that mental zone where they're trapped in. If they don't, it's up to them.
We no more get for free we self.
If they don't, it's up to them.
It's man
Me, I don't free myself. What's the answer? I don't free myself.
ECOWAS not get for free we. United States not get for free we. Then go help we. But at the end of the day, now we get for make the lion decision. But we get this Garden of Eden mentality, say it's all going to meet us here. It is our right. We don't have to do anything.
Your right. It is your right to have a good life. It is your right to experience nirvana. It is your right to be in the Garden of Eden. But it is not going to happen if you don't create it.
If you don't do nothing, expect nothing.
If you don't create it, it's not going to happen.
If you're not sow, no expect to harvest. Somebody get for sow, for you, for reap, a yield.
Before we go, I'll make some announcements to fumble them. I am soon going to start to put some courses on the YouTube site. This is an example of the courses: Cultivating Competence, a tailored online course for enhancing employability in Sierra Leone. It gets series of modules where they teach you work ethics and these things. How to comport yourself with your company mortal man, whether or not you get the same view or not. There are several other areas I'll be building courses on. I will put them online. Maybe for the first few months, they are going to go free. After that, we will lock it up. Who wants to get access to them would have to pay for them. 2025, I'm going to set up an online teaching and coaching infrastructure. And I'll do it for Sierra Leoneans and West Africans, not only Sierra Leoneans. Knowledge is what we lack We all the claim say we sabi, but we not sabi zilch na Sierra Leone. We sabi that buku land. But waiting for do practically, a greater percentage of the people not sabi am. Now I make we they do things wrongly. We want to do right things, but we do them wrongly. This is one last step I'll take. I'm going to put my resources and everything into it. If I see people that not participate, I'll just stop it and sit quietly and write my books. Europeans and others will buy those books. Then go learn about we, then use them back for control we. So the option is yours, Sierra Leoneans. Please, thank you for listening to us. For those who have not subscribed to this channel, we are asking, please do so. Like the videos and share them. Let this channel go far and wide. Knowledge is the path that we need for make we change Sierra Leone. All this talk about democracy. People don't understand what democracy is. Democracy is not a political instrument. Voting and elections is just part of democracy. Democracy is a social way of life. It's a behavior. Democracy operates on the principle, do unto others what you want done unto you. In Norway, we practice democracy. That's why Boy Jalo lives in a glass house. One day I get for make we get this talk upstairs. Long as he say in a glass house and they live. I can sleep and leave my door open. Nobody comes to harass.
Now they can't begin view you.
Can't vim.
The family, now we come, now we go. The program today, we particularly present them the way we present them. Not to disrespect, we just be one for create a situation where we want to bring the knowledge alive, where we use sometimes scenarios them for make una understand exactly wetin dey go on. So una go see am in face value how it happen at we come today. Agladi, the co-host, talk about the democracy. Voting is part of democracy.
It is.
Voting is deeper, and the depth where I talk about, voting is also protest. Voting is also petition.
Yeah.
It is very important for them to know some of these things. This very protest, whether they stop people and for protest, now in voting, you they use vote for protest. If you get somebody where they rule you, we can't tell you, say, I go do this, I do this, I do this, but in manifesto. Give una a manifest. It say, na me, una trust me. I go do this, I go do that, I go do that. Then when he come, you know, don't know. You say, we will teach you doxology. We will show
Well,
you.
them go protest by election, the person agree. What you expect the people?
Then that's the they cancel. So the people that don't protest by elections, they block them. They don't come now for protest against the elections when I protest. So all the form of protest, they don't lock them. Then in the talk for say for let we petition. But the voting back, na petition. Na petition.
Yeah.
The people in petition and say, we want change. And they voted for change. Then change the change in the hand. And even we governments them, anytime that they come, like Madam Bio say, for change. But we can the first thing we change now, the very change we say they can't change. Family. You know, well, I don't laugh. The deception are into pass mark. And they tell una me people them, we politicians them, that the biggest body.
Oh, now that's where the politicians.
Body and
the burden on the politicians alone. The people of Sierra Leone want it that way, mister. The people want it that way. Then we begin look at that. Hey, Julius Madabio, Ernest Bai Kuroma, Samura Matthew Wilson Kama, these are individuals like me and you. If they don't have people behind them who say they support them, they don't have a political base. They don't. They cannot do anything. But if you see they are doing things the way they want to and go scot-free, you know, say people and they support them. And if people and they support them, if it gets bad, we all cause them.
But that's making this platform would tell them say if you're not leader,
that's democracy. That's part of democracy.
If you're not leader,
opinion.
When you come on a tweet, people they follow you. But if you turn behind, nobody know they follow you. Now stroll you, they stroll. They were not stroll at them. Nobody know they follow them. I don't see any reason why we because they add value. They know they add value to the people that live. They know they transform nothing. So they make a talk or say they are burden. Now, ordinary burden, would they pay them for failure? That's what we are paying them for.
Failures. Because we are failures, Imran. We are failures. If I have a business to run and I employ somebody, I'm paying him to run the business, you know, he run and fire, they pull on it. But if they fail like the person.
You run business for make profits, not for losses. So if you have losses, you have to come to that
point. The people of Sierra Leone are not ready to take responsibility for their destiny, so be it.
Well, nothing we don't specialize. Now for transfer blame, now this is fault. But after we don't say that this is fault, what do? You have to draw the line. You have to come to that point where you go get for excuse the person. Say, excuse me, you have not performed. You have not met criteria. Hey. Get out of here, says Francis Odoga.
The person not ready for commodity, go call you and talk. Not today, the halal.
Well, I make some people like you talk for say, oh, we'll go for them. If the situation not reach how we reach, so if they won't get for them, let for them.
But have we ever not been at war?
Because we don't go sit down with a friendly war, yeah, and we then in bondage for the rest of our lives.
Let me ask you a simple question today. What is war?
Yeah, we're already.
What is war?
We're already at war.
Is it the firing of guns and use of machete?
No, we are already at war.
War is a state of mind.
We're already at war.
Every human being now we mind. I want you to listen to this. Everything about we now we mind. How you think is what you become. For some of us who are enlightened, I am enlightened in the occult and things like that. I know how to control my mind. And I know how to set limits. Okay? One of the biggest tasks where most of we get is that we don't know how to set our minds because we don't understand these things. We just look on one side of life. Then say, as it is above, so it is below. As it is within, so it is without. There is duality always, the law of correspondence. Whichever path you take, you therefore reach the same destination as the other man. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you are poor, the other man is rich. The two of you have a meeting point in life. Una must meet. So nobody is above anybody. If una not meet up in this physical life, una go meet in the graveyard. True or false?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So for those wasting their time thinking it's going to last forever, Let them do a rethink. The only legacy you can leave passing this art is to do what will improve other people's lives. If you cannot do that, then you are a failure. Having money, having property does not make anyone success.
You have ended it up. You have ended it up so beautifully. All I could say is Sierra Leone will get adages, but will not apply them. I remember when we grow up. Remember, all them will took them way the personal streets thinking rights, and most of them no condition is permanent. But unfortunately,
But now they go church and they tell you now what Solomon say.
application, they.
He say there is a time and a reason for everything.
Everything, yeah.
Do you understand that properly?
Of course.
If you don't understand that, then stop misbehaving. If you don't, continue to misbehave.
That is the whole thing. And they read them all the time. Time to die, time to live, time to harvest, time to sow, time to build, time to demolish. It's all there. That's na Ecclesiastes 3. Ambulem na the word that. Now we come, now we dey go. We dey say tatato na Imranti. Pajalo.
If ambulem na good night, afuma mi owanu bondesha na lima. Malo.
Malo huye.
We dey go, we no go.
Any man we survive na SaLone Superman, oh. We tired with this greedy system. The new direction make we sad, oh. Eastern region to God we no gladdy. Any man we survive na SaLone Superman, oh. We tired with this greedy system. The new direction make we sad, oh. Eastern region to God we no gladdy. Oh, yeah, yeah. We people don't tire. With the greediness na the system. Oh, yeah, yeah. The youth they don't tire. Eastern region youths we don't tire. Not to this we been votes for. You promise we say SaLone go better. All things just they go up. How we people go survive now?